that would be awesome.
All right, we should be live.
All right,
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah, it's showing live now on the page.
Yeah. Welcome, people of the Twitch sphere. 'Tis I, Zach.
If anybody is there in the Twitch sphere, you want to give us a shout, you can hear us. That'd be great. Although I have full confidence you do.
We don't hear anything, crickets.
Right? Nobody answers. I don't know if anyone's there. It's funny if.
Yes. Please clap.
Here, who's got it on their phone? Someone
I do.
play it out loud real fast.
Oh,
Unmute yourself. Just turn it up.
Ads.
That's okay. We like those.
Yeah. Revenue.
Unmute. Unmuting the ad.
We had one live stream with a bunch of crypto bros. They showed out in force.
Yeah, it was like thousands of people. It was pretty good.
They showed out in force, dude. It was awesome. The chat just was doing this ETH Pampus Maximus chant.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we heard it. Welcome.
All right, so we don't really engage with the chat as we're playing. Because we're recording live episodes,
Yeah.
right? So I'll intro, and then
Little intro.
we'll do a quick recap. But we're not doing that in this episode, obviously. So I'll intro, give us it up, and then I'll send it over to Zach.
Okay.
So that could happen to Wolf soon. They'll use. So to avoid using AI, they use servitors, which are prisoners or whatever. They lobotomized, re-engineered their brains.
Is
to
everyone
work
cool
as
with
computers.
Nice.
the first Sunday? Because we were originally supposed to do the first Sunday of every month. Can we stick with that? Is that cool?
Whatever you guys decide.
That works best for me.
Sounds like fun
There's
to me.
less holidays that happen near the first Sunday of every month.
Yeah.
Typically available, so we've been doing this pretty good now.
Okay.
All right, 5 seconds of silence, starting now. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're back. We are the Dice Tell a Story, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons this time. We're trying out the new rule set, so we'll see how it goes. This should be fun. I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding it, but screw it. We're doing this anyways.
True.
Zach is going to be the DM for this. Normally it's John that you guys hear, so we're going to give Zach this one the floor. So go ahead and...
Yeah, so we're going to be playing a campaign called, within D&D called Jadeborn. It's my own design. I'm heavily influenced by fantasy. So you might find or hear things that are from other creative works. Yeah,
What, like
thank you,
other
Gino.
settings?
Yeah, other settings, other things. You know, it's like I heard some advice once that says steal everything. So I did that.
It's borrowing. Let's be real.
But we're adding an additional person to this group for
Yeah,
our,
we got a new player with us.
D&D. His name is Gino. Say hi, Gino.
Aye.
Yep, Gino's going to be playing with us now,
So-
and yeah, he's going to play the D&D version with us. So, and then Esper Genesis is obviously our other
Yes,
campaign that we
it's
have
gonna
going.
be-
So we're in episode 100. So yeah, give that a check if you're listening.
All right. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. A lone figure stands near the edge of the sea of beads. The ground around him shimmers and shifts. A vast expanse of tiny glass-like spheres that whisper thoughts and fragments of forgotten words as they roll gently over one another. a faint, ghastly light emanates from the sky above, casting strange, elongated shadows that stretch and twist with every movement. But the man remains perfectly still. He waits patiently, almost unnaturally so. Like a statue frozen in time, his dark silhouette is cloaked in shadows that seem to dance around him, whispering secrets that dissolve into the mist. His head is bowed slightly. Hidden beneath the brim of a wide tattered hat, his features concealed. Around him, the beats ripple in response to his presence, murmuring softly as if to sharing some unknown dread. Then, with slow, deliberate movement, he lifts his head. His face emerges from the shadows, pale and sharp, his eyes dark and deep like bottomless wells. As his gaze raises, a faint glow flickers in his eyes, an unsettling gleam that pierces through the mist. The mist itself seems to recoil, pulling back as if in fear of his attention. A slow, menacing smile begins to creep across his lips, spreading wider and wider. A grin that is more of a threat than a gesture of friendliness. His teeth glint in the dim light, sharp and predatory. The shadows around him twist and curl, growing darker, more oppressive, as if drawn to the malice in his expression. The smile deepens, and with it, the very fabric of the cognitive realm seems to quiver. The beads tremble underfoot, their widespread thoughts growing frantic, fearful. The mists swirl faster, thickening and darkening until it becomes a churning sea of shadows. Then, without warning, the light begins to drain away. The shadows close in, swallowing the man's form. The smile lingering for a heartbeat longer before it, too, is consumed by the deepening blackness. The murmurs of the beads fade into silence, and the mist thickens into an impenetrable darkness, until there is nothing left, only an all-encompassing void. Everything fades to black. So before we actually, that was a little prelude, prologue. I don't know what the word is right now, but I want to, before we actually get into the story proper, I want you guys to introduce your characters as you guys are currently in the city Rayleigh itself. So Gino, I'm gonna pass it over to you. Just kind of introduce your character, what he looks like, a fun fact about him, just for the people at home can know, and maybe like a brief description.
All right. His name is Soren Kalen. He is an elf. Hold on, go into features. Traits. I was not ready for this.
Here, I can go first.
Okay. Good.
It makes you talk into the mics.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So, my name is Harry Ramhammer. I am a Goliath barbarian. I come from the mountains. I am a champion of the Goliath games. I have a big great axe, and I have a belt that harbors all the championship medals that I have acquired as a youth.
Okay.
My name is Ryu. I am actually a kitsune, for those of you that know what that is. I'm a wizard, and I hail from a small village, I believe in the north. If I'm not
It is to
mistaken.
the north, yeah.
In the north. Very secretive. So there's that. I like books.
Okay. Your turn, John.
Oh, okay. Grigory Zanova.
Gregory?
Grigory.
Gregory.
Go by Grig. Yeah. 6 foot, bronze dragonborn, lean and muscular, with a kind of more wide bearded dragon kind of face.
Okay.
There's a burn mark on top of his head, kind of lightning pattern going down.
Cool. All right.
He's from the capital. He used to work there.
Okay.
Right, what was your character's name?
Ryu.
Ryu, that's right.
All right. My name is Soren Galen. I am 5'2", brown hair, brown eyes, green skin, of small, 100 pounds. I fought in several wars, and I am now a mercenary for hire.
Cool.
Yeah.
As the sun casts its warm glow across the bustling streets of Rayleigh, the city district hums with activity, merchants displaying their wares in the Grand Bazaar, children playing in the courtyards, and the tantalizing aroma of street food fills the air. You find yourself here at an intersection of various districts. An unexpected and deafening explosion shatters the tranquility. The ground trembles beneath the impact, sending startled citizens stumbling and crying out in panic. The air is thick with dust and smoke, obscuring the once vibrant scene with a haze of confusion. People cover their mouths, shielding themselves from the choking air as they struggle to make sense of the chaos. Through the swirling haze, the silhouette of a colossal figure emerged, a towering giant. Its form, obscured by lingering smoke, has seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Its massive steps are thunderous, each footfall shaking the ground beneath it. People fling in all directions and screams echo through the streets. A siren is blaring in the distance nearby. What are you doing? And I'm gonna show you pictures on what's the one. So the first pictures that you guys see there are pictures of the guy standing. And I'm gonna show you what the colossal figure kind of looks like. Hammer?
Ooh, wow.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's not him.
Oh. Oh,
That's
that's
right, damn.
that's your guy.
So these are representation. The one that's on the
Oh, wow.
right is kind of more what it looks like.
Horrifying.
No, she's Oh, okay.
Turn.
Silhouette.
What are you guys
That's
doing?
wild.
You guys are currently in the at this intersection near the Grand Bazaar. Out of nowhere, an explosion happened. There's this now giant monster. People are screaming. What's your first instinct, Harry?
Harry is kind of walking the bazaar itself. He's looking for any fruit to eat, something to eat, maybe even some ale. And as this, so we can see this thing just like pure, just like front and center.
Yeah, it's like right. You guys are in the midst of it. Like you guys
And so everybody around me is just going crazy right now.
going crazy. Yeah, either you look on, you can actually see people who have been crushed underfoot of this of this colossal figure, this giant. It's currently kind of picking up some stalls. You see it like grab a person and kind of just fling them.
Is there a person that's close to me that I can help?
Yeah, there's you can scan the area and you can. There's dozens of people that are in.
I want to run up to the closest. So I do a scan of the area, and I want to find one that I deem is helpable. Like, obviously, some of them is just dire, so they're not worth trying to save. Not that they're not worth it, but it's not. So I want to find somebody that I deem is capable of being saved, and I can try to help them out of the vicinity.
Okay. Give me an athletics check as you. Okay, hold on. There's a family sitting in front of you.
Okay.
Currently in the pathway of this giant, slowly kind of walking towards. This area.
How many is there?
There's currently 2 people. Small family. It looks like a mother and child.
Okay. So I see them. So what are they doing? Cowering, kind of?
Yes, cowering. They are 2 tieflings. One has they both are a red tieflings with their horns kind of jetted up, and but the older of the 2.
I look past them. Is there somewhere that I can run them to like?
There's an alleyway right across the way.
I rush over there and I yell, "Ma'am, we gotta go! Ma'am, come on, we gotta go!"
She frantically grabs her son as. Where are they going? What are you doing?
I'm basically gonna run up and I'm gonna grab her. Come on, ma'am! And I kind of like usher her down the alleyway to get her out of harm's way.
Okay.
And as I get down the alleyway, I look at her and I go, just stay right here. Stay right here. You'll be okay. Yeah.
And she's crying as she hunkers down.
I go back to the edge of the alleyway. I look left down the pathway, and I want to scan to see if there's anybody else down the road that I can try to get into the alleyways.
I mean, there's people running down the streets currently, so like, it's just regular individuals, humans, elves. It's a myriad of people.
Okay, so I look back. I say, okay, I'm gonna go help others. You stay here. Just wait this out. Just get safety.
Crying.
And I run up and down. I run up the street towards this entity.
Okay.
And I try to usher and throw people either inside structures and buildings, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Ryu, what are you doing?
Ryu is. How long have we been in this city? Like in general.
You guys just got here today.
Okay.
And honestly, it's you might have been roaming the streets for about an hour. Before this was happening, you guys seem to have converged onto this area.
Does this city look like it is?
Let me show you a picture of the city. Maybe that'll help you.
Well, this is kind of. Is this like a pre or post Chicago fire type city? Like, are these buildings all like itty bitty close together, or is this like 12-foot alleyways?
There's Rayleigh right there. They are it is very compact, but at the same time, it is kind of neat and orderly.
Okay. I'm gonna start trying to make like a line of fire to kind of defend what's behind from this creature. Like I'm gonna try and put a line of fire between us and me and the creature.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like take little like a candle fire essentially, and I'm gonna use control flames to ignite something that's ignitable near me.
Yeah, you see, there's a crushed stalls, that have been either broken in him walking or have been thrown. But there's definitely debris in the way of where this creature is at that is definitely lightable.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start lighting these like piles of wood on fire essentially, and just expanding the fire and try and like scare the creature. Is what I'm going for. I'm gonna use control flames to do it.
Okay, perfect.
Which I can jump fire within 5 feet and expand that fire.
Perfect. There's a line of I don't want to say a line of fire, but the debris that was in front of it. You guys who are there have seen it just catch fire, and as the fire starts to grow, at that point in time, that you see the nearby guards that were in the area of when this was all going down, you started to see them pull out swords, bow and arrows. Some even have pistols. Like this is the Rayleigh is a highly advanced, out of the world or within the Reloria, they are like the most advanced, so they have pistols. You see some with pistols, and you see some even flinging magic at this monster themselves. Grigory,
Okay.
what are you doing during all of this?
Rush towards it looking for anyone that's hurt.
You rush towards the monster looking for anyone that's hurt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you're heading towards the monster in this intersection, as it starts to slowly walk, underneath its foot there was a pinned man. I don't want to say his lower half, but he's clearly missing like 2/3 of one leg and maybe like 1/3 of the other, depending on how he landed. Just crushed his. As you see the monster lift up its foot, and you just see the viscera and gore just peel off the foot.
Oh, fun. Like a medicine check. Try to tourniquet the legs and stabilize them.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely do that. Give me a roll
Okay.
as you run up. Give me also as you're getting closer because you're kind of behind him, but you're close to the monster. I also want a dexterity save
Oh, okay.
as you're now like in the thick of this earthquake.
Okay.
So give me the dexterity roll first, the dex save.
That's a good start. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You get really close to the individual as the ground, the closer you get, the more the tremors are there, and well, not are there. The more powerful they are, and as you get close to this individual, right before you even get to them, you kind of fall right on top of him. Give me now that you're on top of him, give me your medicine check.
Oh, okay.
Come on, John.
Yeah. There we go. Running not so good. Medicine actually good at. 23.
23, perfect. Yeah, you deem that this individual is can be saved, and you start to rip off. Either you have bandages or you make some
sure.
tourniquets off of like
proficient
a
in
short-
medicine, so I should have something, I guess.
you have a what? I'm sorry.
Proficient in medicine, so I should have some kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you have a roll of bandages
Yeah.
that you have that you quickly kind of fashion into a tourniquet, and you like seal off both of his legs. All right, Soren.
Soren. I notice the guards I notice the guards that are running towards, and I go and join them and shoot at the creature's feet.
Okay, perfect. Give me an attack roll as you're launching arrows at this individual.
19.
Perfect. Yeah, you're. It's close by. It's not like it's far away. You seeing your arrows hit this monstrosity. You don't need to roll damage. Amidst the chaos and destruction, the party burst onto the scene. Your determination to help these individuals to fight back is illuminated by the flickering flames of the shards of light. With quick reflexes and honed instincts, you guys begin to assess the situation and to devise your own individual plan to confront this colossal intruder. Just as the situation starts to seem dire, you hear a resolute clank in the distance of armor signaled as the city guard, the Moonlit Sentinels, were arriving. Wielding their weapons and shouting orders, the guards formed a defensive line between the giant and the panicked civilians. The air was charged with tension as both sides are prepared for what could only be an inevitable clash. Let's roll initiative.
John, can you give me a spelling on your name real fast? Apologize.
Grigori. Ory. Sorry. Yeah.
Huh?
O-R-Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're like this, when you're looking at your screen,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, I tried, man. I'm trying.
Initiative. Oh, boy. Honey May. Not bad.
So this whole combat right here is more gonna be more loosey goosey with this combat here. You can be as creative as you want. Does that make sense?
sure.
All right. Who got 25 to 20?
23.
Perfect.
Nice, John. Good way to start out.
And I have something else cool I can do.
15 to 20.
18.
18.
All right.
Rolls or go off decks, Chris?
Oh, it should be 25.
Okay.
I have the alert feat.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm a barbarian, so I just run in.
Okay. You go first then.
Yep.
I'm cool.
I say we just assume that unless you want to go first. Otherwise, is that fair?
Yep, sounds good.
What'd you get,
That
Jimmy?
will always
14.
give you the opportunity to. What is your dex?
16.
Same.
And part of the alert feat, you can swap the initiative with one willing ally in the same combat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
dope.
if you're a willing ally at this point, though, so
It's true.
That is
I don't know you.
yeah.
that is a dope thing to know, though.
Yeah.
There's a guy down. Man, it's a real shame that John is at the bottom and Chris is at the top.
So you see
Psych.
You should slide your laptop over.
Oh.
you see like the buildings across from you, or I want to say across from you. I would say that this
We'll
intersection.
be pro before fucking
Yeah, the
it's too late.
information. So this intersection is 135,000 square feet. It's pretty big. It's like I said, this place is a monopolis.
Metropolis.
Metropolis. Thank you. There's roughly 33,000 individuals. You guys don't know this, but I'm just telling you guys.
Just for scale.
Just for scale on like where you guys are currently at. You have towering buildings of different homes. They could be clinics nearby. They could be of shops if they like reach the Grand Bazaar. If you want to visualize, it's a rectangular space that could be 165 feet by 200 feet. If we were to
So
map it out.
I'm imagining a large open bazaar square where there's trampled tents and things right now.
It's not technically in the bazaar. It's like on the edge of the bazaar.
Okay.
So there are some of those.
So it opens to the bazaar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Um,
Is the bazaar area larger than where
Yes.
we are?
yes.
So the bazaar is huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a giant fucking mall.
Oh, okay, it's like a staging area or a park kind of situation.
Kinda, yeah.
A little smaller than a football field.
Sure. Not 100% sure. I'm gonna say yes because I don't
300
know.
feet.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Oh. So up first is gonna be John.
Okay.
So
You-
can
you
you
ha-
describe this thing one more time?
The monster itself. It's just a towering, colossal figure. It has like a big gut. No visible weapons that you can kind of see. The air is thick and hazy. The closer you get to it, the easier it is to see. But the further out, it's just clouds of smoke and debris. That even further out, that you wouldn't be able necessarily be able to even see the giant.
It looks solid to us. It's not.
Yes.
It's not like the air or something.
Very much so.
Okay.
And
And then where did it erupt from exactly?
it was in the middle of the intersection.
Just from the ground, or
Yeah, from you like out of nowhere, it just appeared. Just
Gotcha.
It was just a loud boom, explosion, monster.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
You ever see Attack on Titan?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking what this was.
So I originally didn't think about Attack on Titan until someone else brought that up to my attention. But it's just like out of nowhere, it's just explosion, fucking giant.
I don't need any explanation. I will roll with it.
Okay, perfect.
Have you watched Attack on Titan? Zach?
I've read
Are
it.
we talking like normal Titan or are we talking colossal Titan?
No,
Yeah, that's a good question.
It would be along the lines of like I guess a normal Titan, like an Attack on Titan,
Okay.
like
Gotcha.
100-ish feet tall.
yeah, it's
Oh, jeez, yeah.
compared to for individuals to kind of get like an idea, it's about the size of a hill giant, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Those
How
who
big's
know
a hill
D&D,
giant? 30 feet tall.
they're like this. They're smaller. They're the smaller out of some
They're
of the
more
other
like
giants.
12. Yeah, they're not the super tall ones.
They're not. Yeah, they're not super tall, but they're
Okay, it's not 100 feet tall. It's like 12 feet. Okay.
Okay, so I'm not
well,
gonna
they're
go
not.
first.
They're not 12 feet. No, it's not.
I'm not
12 feet
running
tall.
up to
It's-
this thing and
hill
chopping at
giants
its
are-
freaking like calf, right?
Well, they're considered. It's still a huge,
Okay.
huge,
huge category.
Yeah, huge category. Yeah.
Giant.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But still, it's like 20 feet tall versus 100 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, sorry, because I
Thinking
threw
of,
the
like,
word
40K
colossal in there.
Titans,
That you're
yeah.
like, yeah,
You're
gargantuan,
not gonna
yeah.
take on a titan. Maybe you'll take on a knight,
Yeah.
but you won't take on a titan.
let's bring this
Yeah.
back to D&D terms.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Fucking
yeah,
nerds.
it's a huge, it's a huge giant.
Okay, that's huge.
In this
okay,
square.
not
Gotcha.
cool. Okay. That makes a difference whether you try to do something. Okay. So the guards are currently fighting it?
Yeah, they just arrived. You start to see them starting to loose arrows. You hear cracks of firearm fire. You see the bolts of magic being flung at this thing as they're trying to bring it down.
Okay. Get within like 30 feet of some of them, 3 of them,
Okay.
and cast Bless. Just kind of quietly
Okay.
help them out.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good. Anything else to your?
Any kind of cover to get behind?
Oh yeah, there's loads
Okay,
of
I'll
cover.
try
I mean,
to-
things are being crushed, thrown
I'll
about.
try to duck back.
You actually, as you run up to them, a piece of building kind of falls right in front,
Oh,
like
okay.
in front of you. Like it's maybe like within 15 feet. It's a close call,
Yeah.
but as you cast, you're able to hide behind that debris.
No, okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right, Henry, Ramhammer,
That's Harry, sir.
Harry. Sorry, what you're up, sir?
So, how far is it away from me?
Currently, it's probably about 25 feet. I mean, you're like right in the smack dab in the middle of this thing. It's like slightly further out from where you're at. You're not directly in front of it, but you are ahead of it within 25 feet.
Just because I'm a little weary about where this thing came from, I want to get a running start and throw a javelin at it.
Okay. Where any particular spot that you're trying to hit, or you're just launching it?
Square center.
Square center?
Chest.
Okay, chest area? Okay.
I run, and as I'm about to throw the javelin, I panic. I put the javelin away, and I feel a little shame, and I pull out the great axe,
Okay.
and I just go to cleave.
Okay, you're going to run up to it?
I don't know who saw that, but
Give me a quick perception check. The 3 that are here. See if it, with disadvantage because it is smoky and stuff.
Yep, that tracks. I don't care enough at the moment.
Okay.
I rolled a 1, if it matters.
14.
I did roll good and bad. So 7. Nope. Too busy ducking.
You notice what you see is you see this Goliath pull out his javelin, but then you see him put it away, and you see him go up to it and start to attack it with the great axe.
Alright.
You don't see the shame that befell upon him, but you do see him just. I think I'm gonna just switch to something else. That's kind of what you get from
Okay.
that.
16 to hit, sir.
That hits.
I'm two-handing this. And as I put the javelin away and pull my great axe out, the shame causes me to go into a rage.
Okay.
And I rage.
Perfect. You get so angry at yourself, you're just
Yeah, I'm so mad right now that I'm raging.
so mad.
Like so many things are so many emotions are just overcome.
All right, we got the emo Goliath.
Hell yeah.
7, please.
Okay, perfect. Up next is going to be Ryu.
Ryu is going to. Oh shit. Can we say that familiars go after their masters for ease of thought, or just you want me to roll a initiative? Spell
No.
dictates a roll, but
No. Oh, it dictates a roll.
it has its own initiative.
We'll keep it easy because I don't want to fucking have to
Gotcha.
keep track of that shit. It's just after you. But if you forget, you forget.
You're good.
We're not gonna backtrack.
I am going to use my action I'll use a magic action, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a minor illusion of somebody trying to like coax people. I'm trying to get everybody out of this area. That is my
perfect.
job right now.
Okay.
So I am taking control of this flames, and I create an image of somebody just guiding people in the safer of the the safer direction.
Right.
So that's what that image will do.
I just see your guy like looking towards, like having his hand out and just like waving towards the moonlit sentinels.
Exactly. And then I'll just command Gem to find people and get them out.
Okay.
That'll be my turn, and then Gem will fly away and go look for people.
Okay. Perfect.
What is Jim?
Gem is a black Tressum.
Oh, okay. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Black kitty cat.
That's the flying cat. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna put. Anything else for you, sir?
Nope.
Sereno. Saren. Soren. Saren. Okay.
Close enough. Is he human-like, or is he another creature?
Are you talking about
The giant.
the one that you guys? It's bipedal. It's humanish. I mean, it has a face and it has ears.
Okay. Would it have the same anatomy-ish of a human?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
For all purposes that you can see, yeah, it has.
Okay. Using my ex-military experience, I would like to short bow into its thigh
Okay.
to try to hit the femoral artery.
Okay.
Alright. 25 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
All right. Perfect. As you launch your arrow, and it does find, it hits home, and it's hitting the femoral artery. Where is that exactly? It's in the
That's around the
like groin?
near center of the thigh. And
It's
would
more the
cause someone to
groin
bleed.
area goes out. Yeah.
Okay.
It would cause someone to bleed out.
Goes
of the head.
down lower. Yeah.
You hit close to it. You don't nick it at all.
Okay.
The hide of this monster is really thick. Even though you do end up hurting it, you hear it roar out. And then as you guys all seemingly to attack it, you hear out. You hear a guy go charge, and you just start to see more arrows. People in armor with their two-handed like great swords come up next to you as they're attacking this thing head on. With right next to you, you see individuals who have their bow and arrows stand next to you as you are flinging shooting arrows at it, seeing where you shot. So that whole entire area starts to just get pelted with arrows. As more and more guards are then pulling people out of the way as they start to encapsulate this monster, trying to semi-trap it so it's being attacked on 3 sides.
Seeing this surround me and the sudden urge and help from the city folk, the guard essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just start hacking away with them, like harder. Arr, arr.
You start to see what ends up happening as the monster ends up grabbing on a piece of like building and ends up chucking at like where the group of individuals where you're currently at as debris ends up raining down on you guys. It ends up missing you, but barely. You get minor scratches, but the people next to you look back and you just see like mangled bodies as like broken bones. You see blood pouring from joints where armor has been met, and as it sweeps its hand further out as a shockwave comes rolling in and ends up hitting the artillery line that you've kind of established as you guys kind of fumble over. because of the broken debris that's been surrounding you guys, there are some individuals who have just been impaled. Again, you take minor scrapes.
Okay.
Yeah, I see this group of people that were once next to me, kind of behind me with, broken bones. They're just done for. And I kind of shed a small tear of grief crosses my eye, but I look back up, and I just attack this thing with all my might with the rest of the group.
As you guys ebb and flow for like combat, like true combat doesn't last hours. It barely lasts minutes. As you guys are making some headway, but then the tide shifts, and then other individuals, other guards, end up getting destroyed, and some civilians get caught in the crossfire as well. When as things start to look bad for the city, for you guys, as this fight is happening, you see a tiefling woman teleport mid-air as you see her go from mist to solid mass, as you see arrows just kind of fling as she starts to like land. You notice her deep onyx skin. Those who are looking, you see her deep onyx skin shimmer with faint crimson undertones. They look like embers of a dying fire. You see a pair of majestic spiraled horns emerge from her forehead, and they're rich with hue reminiscent of polished mahogany. These horns curl gracefully, framing her striking face as it emphasizes her infernal heritage. Solara Lilithra has joined the fight. I'm going to show you what she looks like.
Solara?
Solara, yeah. Okay, where the fuck is she at?
Probably somewhere.
Okay, hold on. It's no biggie.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So she has curled horns. They're yeah. She has like a blue onyx skin.
No, it's I said yeah. You can say blue. Yeah, blue, deep.
It's like a deep blue onyx. Yeah. It's almost black, but not quite.
As she starts to fling her arrows, you notice once the arrows leave her bow, it's not even a bow. I'm sorry, it's a crossbow. You just start to see the tips of the arrows start to crackle with fire as it starts to land. As it's now like this thing is starting to catch on fire, peppering it with more arrows. All right.
Harry kind of stops for a moment, and he's just kind of stricken by her beauty and elegance. Then he goes back to smashing.
What are you doing, John? You're up.
So how's this thing looking? Looking like taking any damage?
It's
or?
taking a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
It's looking pretty rough. It's almost there.
Okay, let's see about Goliath fighting it. Go run up beside him and start trying to hit it. Pull out my mace and shield.
As you get right next to him, you feel the feeling that you were feeling, the feeling that brought you to this place. You feel it like kind of like snap in place in your mind, and you actually feel stronger whenever you're next to this individual.
As I was watching this tiefling, right? You said?
Mm-hmm.
As I'm watching this tiefling gracefully enter this battlefield, what pulls me back is when this person comes and stands next to me, I feel this urge to turn back to the fight.
The same feeling that he was feeling, you feel the same thing too. So on your next rolls, you guys get to add a +1 to your attack rolls.
Hell yeah.
Damage or the DC?
Just to attack.
Okay.
Okay, so 15.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
What are you hitting it with?
My mace.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
As as you go to swing your mace, you see flaps of skin, of muscle, of just meat kind of just hanging off of it. And as you go to
Okay, so this is more organic and not shadowy. It's
oh yeah, no, this
living
is
thing.
solid
Okay.
organic. Yeah, there's blood seeping in the
Oh,
ground
okay.
of this thing.
So just for my vision, it almost like it plane shifted in.
Sure.
Not that Harry knows that or anything.
Yeah.
But essentially, just my vision, the player,
Yeah.
is that it just kind
Yeah,
of
it certainly
just
didn't
plane
walk
shifted
in.
right in.
Yeah,
this.
it's just boom.
It certainly didn't walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it is very much organic,
Yes.
real, not
Yeah,
shadowy,
Not shadowy.
Okay.
Very much. There's blood that
not elemental. Yeah.
where you frontliners have been hitting it, there's just like pools of blood just gushing from it. But as you hit it with your mace, you just see a huge section of where was once flesh has just been caved in, and yeah,
Oh, okay.
your mace comes back covered in gore.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. No bonus action stuff. No, that's it.
As this Dragonborn stands next to you, like I said, you feel stronger standing next to this person.
How tall are you, by the way?
About 6 foot.
You're only 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like 6'8", 7 foot. So
Yeah.
Okay, but I kind of look down, and I go back to cleaving.
No.
Give me an attack roll.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Ryan. Does your plug fit my computer?
Oops. Dropped.
Your power?
Woohoo!
Can we find out?
We can
Nope,
certainly
that's
find
not
out.
gonna help out at all. Fuck.
Computer about to die.
Yeah, it is.
This maybe help.
Well, let's find out. That actually did work.
Yay.
Chris came in clutch and saved the day. We didn't have to stop. Okay. Anything else? Wait, you attacking it? As you just kind of just.
Oh, I have a 14 plus 1 plus 6 for my great axe attack.
Okay.
Mr. DM, sir. Hits, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
4 plus 4. 8 points of damage as I come swinging away. I've been kind of picking at like a certain spot. So like, am I starting to notice like some deep cuts?
Oh yeah. I would say you're kind of like the lower calf, kind of in that area. As you start to see, well, it's still walking, but it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? As you're starting to see a fucking bone appear where you've been carving at this.
Anybody that's around just hears, "I'm not from this city, but you are not welcome here." Ah!
Some of the Moonlit Sentinels, they look over and they kind of, like, to themselves and to you, just to no one in particular, they just nodded with appreciation.
Chavi is proud somewhere.
Anything else? What's going on with you?
No. That's it.
All right, Ryan.
How many people are like? Does it seem to be civilian empty currently, or am I still like guiding people out?
No, it's gotten pretty empty pretty quick. The people who were on the street are no longer there. They are either hiding off to inside alleys, or have been pulled into buildings for safety.
Okay. And you said this creature's about 20 feet tall-ish.
Ish.
Well then, it takes up about a 10-foot square roughly.
It's huge. It's not large. I would say that's a large. It'd be
Okay.
bigger than that.
Let's see. Well, I'm not sure if that would work then. Oh, we're gonna try anyways. Actually, seeing that my job here is pretty much done, I'm gonna turn my focus to the creature now, and I'm gonna kind of just wave my hand out towards it, and there's just gonna be a pile of like, you just smell butter in the whole area as I cast grease underneath this creature.
Oh, okay.
It does need to make a dexterity saving throw.
How big of an area is Greece?
It is a 10-foot square
So
centered.
perfectly under it.
Ish. Large is 10 feet, so it's probably in most of it. But I put it centered on that creature.
Yeah, but so
Under
basically,
one
I'm
of its
saying
feet.
Yeah.
none of us in the surrounding outside of it are affected.
No.
So it's underneath it, right?
Yep.
It's dexterity. I got a 17.
Okay. Well, it saved this turn. And if it ends its turn there, it's got to do it again.
Okay.
So, but that is my turn.
All right. One more time, Gino.
Okay,
What's your character's name?
Soren.
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 Okay, Soren.
Like the vampire.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. All right, Soren.
It helps you remember.
Keep firing arrows at it in general.
In general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not aiming for any specific area.
You're just with the rest of the archery line, just loosing arrow after arrow.
Yep.
Perfect. Go for it. Yet roll.
20. Dirty.
Awesome. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then... Five damage.
Okay.
How much? 5 damage?
5, yeah.
As you loose your arrows, hitting this monster, the surrounding Moonlit Sentinels start to encroach on it as this monster is looking rough as the fighting is going on. You see Solara, the hot tiefling. She kind of does this weird she like runs up, does a brief teleports behind the giant where you have been working on that leg, and seeing the other tendons in it, you see her strike it with her I want to say a rapier.
Rapier.
Hold on, give me a second. I can tell you
It's
exactly.
nothing personal, kid.
I'm sorry, with her short sword. You see her attack with her short sword, cutting through that tendon, and then you see as that tendon breaks, she disappears again.
Where'd you go, hot tiefling?
As she disappears, you see the other Moonlit Sentinels just start to rush in as the creature starts to slip backwards, as it starts to fall back due to the grease. And it just becomes a feeding frenzy of piranhas attacking this hunk of meat, as you have all these individual people just hacking at this thing nonstop, to the point where it's just a hunk of meat, like blood and just meat, and it's just you saw the heave of its chest rise its final time as it.
Did we feel ourselves like getting pushed out of the fight?
No, not at all.
So we were very much a part of that hack and slash
Yes.
to meat grind?
Yes.
Perfect. Slash hack.
Yeah. Eventually, the giant's resistance has waned, and with a final earth-shaking blow, it collapsed onto the ground, defeated. The smoke began to clear, revealing the aftermath of the battle. The city in disarray, injured citizens, and you guys standing as the triumphed defenders of Rayleigh. As the dust settles, a figure of a woman emerged from the crowd, clad in practical yet worn leathers. She exudes an air of determination that seemed to have withstood the test of time. making her way to you guys. Specifically, you two, since you guys are the only ones that are currently together. She comes up to you guys. That was one hell of a fight, wouldn't you say?
This is the tiefling?
Yep.
Yeah, fight, yeah. and Harry's just like overcome with like he's blushing like very visibly.
Nice.
You don't need to worry about being modest, love. As she sticks out her hand.
Modest. I put my giant hand out towards her.
The name's Solara. Nice to meet you.
Harry Ramhammer.
It's a great, strong name. And you, sir?
Gregory.
Gregory.
Indeed, quite a fate.
I haven't.
You're Gregory? I'm Harry.
Hi, Harry.
It was a pleasure. I think I need to. Or not. I think. Do you guys know what was happening here? I was happened to pass by when I saw this monster, this giant come out of nowhere.
I was looking for food and it just came from nowhere. I don't know. But I killed it. We killed it. You helped. You did so good.
I appreciate it. I really do. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go talk to Captain Roland Stormborn. I see him over there. She points over, and you see his armor is more ornate. He has medals on him. He has like red short hair, kind of like a red mustache. It's very proper. He's the captain of the Moonlit Sentinels. He's the one who led the charge here. I'll show you a picture of what he looks like.
Oh, well, I was, just doing my part. I'm not from here. Are you from here?
Not originally, but I've moved here and made this my home for the past 15 years.
I love you.
All right, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And as she walks over to Sir Roland Stormborn, as you see him giving directions and coordinating people on what to do, like on tasks and stuff like that. You guys are currently left alone. There's no one near you currently. Give me perception rolls. As you see guards who were once there start collecting their injured, who start to you start to see some individuals start to talk to some citizens and stuff like that, trying to get a story, trying to get their statement on what happened. What did you guys get?
14.
14?
8.
8?
7.
7.
17.
17. Okay. Makes sense because you're right there. Everyone else is currently preoccupied either by just the chaos and the destruction that is around you, but you're just being right there. You start to see the flesh of this monster, the blood too, start to be somewhat semi-translucent and goop-like as it starts to I want to say melt.
Like dissolve?
It dissolves a good word.
Not just as long as it's not like actively putting itself back together.
No. You're just seeing it go from like what looked like solid material into like a gelatinous goop. In a mere moment, what was once a fucking giant is now just a mound of sludge.
I'm not the most intelligent, so I just kind of watch it in awe. And I don't say nothing to nobody. And I don't pay too much attention to it either.
You're the first one to notice it, but it's definitely noticeable as you guys are like looking over. Once a monster dead, lying there, covered in grease and blood and, torn viscera and whatnot. It's just a heaping pile of goop, sludge, slime.
I look over to Greg. Did you see what that thing turned into?
It's turning into something.
Yeah. What's that
Curious.
something?
I have no clue.
Should I eat it?
Definitely not.
Are you sure? Maybe I'll get a taste.
It seems unwise.
But would we figure it out? It's only one wise for a few seconds.
The other two who are not currently with the two of you, that bond that kind of led you here, you feel it stronger coming in the direction of those two.
Well, maybe I'll eat it later, but, you make me feel weird.
Yes, I've noticed that. I feel that way as well.
Let me clarify. It's more like you make me feel a little stronger, actually. Maybe I need to eat you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't eat
Would
people.
also be very unwise.
Why? Do you taste bad?
Let's go with that.
Fair. Do you feel a little more powerful? Like somebody's... And I look back and I see who's walking up.
Currently,
Yeah, which one of you is walking up?
I'll be walking up.
You're walking up?
Yeah.
Somebody's coming. And I look back. Oh! You make me feel special too.
Okay.
Who are you?
I am Soren. Who are you?
I'm Harry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, I feel pretty good, actually.
Kind of take a couple steps back from this weird guy.
as you take a couple steps back, that feeling that you were feeling, that strength that that being around him, seems to dim.
Hey, you come back. You come back.
So I want to make it clear, this is not something that you'd be able to use to help find each other. Well, you kind of can, kind of can't. It's I don't want it to be like broken in a way like Hunter's Mark. Like you're not going to be able to like
Track somebody.
track each other. It's more of like
When we're next to each other, we feel
right,
it.
yeah, right next to each other.
Got
You
it.
guys feel it.
Like in our loins or somewhere else?
For Harry, it sounds like in his life.
Stomach, loin, same difference for him.
For me, it's like when you find, those big mushrooms on the side of the trees and you eat them and your whole body feels like it's glowing. That's what it feels like.
For me, it feels like a natural confidence.
Yeah. So, the mushrooms.
Sure. I haven't had the mushrooms myself.
You look like a forest guy. Surely you know what I'm talking about, though.
I eat the right mushrooms.
Yeah, the right ones. Exactly.
If that's what you consider them.
Well, did you die?
No,
Then they're the right ones.
must be.
Well, did you die?
I did not. I am here.
Exactly. So they were the right ones.
They were.
Anyways, you. How big are you?
He's 6 foot.
Yeah, kind of lean and muscular.
Oh yeah, you're 6 foot tall. Where are you from? I don't see your kind ever.
There are a few of us around from here.
From here? Where's here?
The city.
This place?
Yeah,
I'm not from here.
I can tell.
Do you have a house?
You rent.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of. It's a house.
Do I have a sleepover, built a fort?
Just blinks a kind of lizardy way.
I don't really have a place to stay, is what I'm saying. I'm not from here.
There are a number of adequate hotels rental situations.
Oh, I see. We have this great bond of mushrooms, and you're just gonna do me like that. I thought we were gonna go trip together.
As you guys are talking, you hear clinking as Roland steps up to you guys, along with Solara. She's back. But he sees the three of you. He notices you off in the distance. For you, now, what kind of clothing are you wearing? Because this would be a very ceremonial, ceremonial clothing, like a pilgrimage clothing. And just know that where you're from, it's very hot. So just kind of keep that in mind.
I'm covering. Like I look very human-like at the moment. Like
Okay.
Robes are just kind of covering my everything.
Okay. What color are the robes?
Robes would be a more neutral, probably just brown. Like
Okay.
a run-of-the-mill, try and not attract any kind of attention.
Okay.
Very easily looked over. And Jem is probably... Ryu's just putting out the fire, first of all,
Okay.
that he created.
Yeah.
He's kind of reversing course on that to not become a problem. But then Jem is probably just going to be, like, feeling that tug. Jem is probably just going to slowly move towards them, not really caring whether they notice her or not, but just moving towards them and just reporting in on what is being talked about.
All right. We're gonna call it right there. We'll pick up our next episode right where Roland Stormborn is meeting up with the group for the first time.
Roland.
Roland, yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
This was our first episode of Dice Tell the Stories Jadeborn. I thank you for listening.
Whoop, whoop.
Please keep your comments, concerns to yourself. I do not need them. I'm talking to the listeners, and not the group that's in front of me. Just making just making that known.
No negative needed.
Anyways, yeah, we are the Dice Tell the Story, and you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Twitch, old episodes on YouTube, Podbean, X, Twitter. We do our live episodes, so you can listen in and see how we record them. And we will be back for the next one. GG's.
Oh, real quick, I do want to say you guys have leveled up,
Ooh.
Nice.
but you don't do it yet.
GG's.
Even better GGs.
So when you guys go to sleep, you guys can level up then.
Perfect. We are the Dice Tell the Story. GG.
Oh, boy.
All right,
All
bathroom
right,
break.
Twitchers. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We're going to use the restroom, and we'll be back to record another episode in a couple minutes. The music will stay playing.
True.
Like kids change a lot in that
Mhm.
teenage years, going
Yeah.
from teen to adult. You could cast someone else that looks kind of similar enough to buy it.
Well, you gotta understand when it came to The Walking Dead, the comic, I think that it takes place like in an 8-month span, and then they have the huge jump, right? In there, it's like a span of years.
Yeah.
I would hate
We're
that.
back, unmuted. So, yeah, slide yourself over just a little. Try to slide the whole base, I'd say. Yeah,
That works. Yeah, slide the mic that way. Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, slide it versus yourself. Yeah, you were good. I'm definitely gonna just be cognizant for this one, but I'm definitely gonna set you up another mic. That way you
I'm
can
gonna
look.
try. I'm gonna try to be.
I mean, shit, dude, I could do it in like 2 seconds.
Do you want this back for right now? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that back in a few.
Well, let me continue charging while you're.
Are you trying to set up another mic right now? This very second.
No, it's fine. Let's
Yeah,
keep going.
I mean, it would literally take 2 seconds if I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because he's already plugged. Alright, screw it. I'll get it set up for next time.
Here.
I'm already down to 20.
So one thing I don't like about laptops.
The battery dies so bad, like,
Yeah, like it's like, oh yeah, I've got 4 hours, cool, and then like you look at it 20 minutes later, and it's all like, you have 10 minutes left. So like, what the fuck happened to my other 3 hours?
right?
Well, it's 3 hours at minimal use, at resting use.
Have
Actually
you
turn anything on.
have you tried the D&D Beyond encounter builder yet, Zach?
Yeah, I have.
It's pretty good for pictures and stuff. So, when you're pre-session, you have a group of pictures you want to do. You upload them to the D&D Beyond Encounter Builder. And
Are you
then
talking about
would
the
just-
map?
You would just click it. Yeah, the maps.
Oh,
You just
okay.
add it to the maps, and then you can just click it. They're all there, and you just click the slideshow. In that scenario, I would suggest you two bring laptops.
Yeah, I need to.
I have to imagine your
I-
PC strong enough.
I like the Discord. I like putting my pictures on there.
I can, however,
I like it.
link D&D Beyond to the
see.
stream.
Okay.
And whatever you put up, then I can then link it, and anybody who happens to be watching would be
They
able
can
to
see
it too.
it. Okay.
Yeah, like there's a lot of ways we can definitely elevate.
Gotcha.
Because right now I have a bunch of generic, just D&D background pictures going.
All right. Let's
All right, episode 2.
I gotta delete some of these. Yeah, on to episode 2.
Okay, and don't feel compelled at 1 hour on the dot. You know,
I just felt like we were in a good spot, my friend.
perfect.
I like that Maps is out of alpha. That's big.
It's Maps is. Have you used it yet, Ryan?
I used it when it was in alpha. I haven't used it yet, but
The Maps is. It's essentially the reason I bought that PC behind you.
launch game.
It's literally the reason that led me to buy that,
Maps.
because this wasn't strong enough to push out Maps,
Maps.
Stream, Sirenscape, all the shit I'm trying to do at once. So I bought that.
I've been trying to click launch game.
He has to set it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, like it'll say
But can I set it up to where like I tell it when I want it to drop, or does it?
says you're not.
You
your DM
you
is not currently
literally just
hosting
click
a
the
game
next
session.
slide button.
Oh, okay.
And then if you want to use it as the battle map, you can place tokens. You can, I mean, in all reality, it's legit. and I could connect it all. So, tee. Fucking Dan. All right, everybody good? Let's get this second episode going.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
5 seconds of silence, starting now. What's up, everybody?
What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
What up?
Whoa, why-
We are back. It looks big because it's stretched, my friend.
Okay.
So we are back. We are the Dice Tell a Story. And if you are a listener at all, then you know we always have funny things going on when we start the stream. And it caught Zach's eye this time. But no, we are good. We are good to go. And we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing with the new rule set. And so far, so good. I think everybody at the table enjoyed the first episode so far in playing it. This is the campaign that Zach is running. So I'm going to just hand it right on over to Zach, and he's going to give a quick recap.
I'm not the player now. My players. What happened last time? Give me a recap.
So you were introduced to Harry Ramhammer, and he hacks and slashes, and fell in love.
It's very intense.
His emotions are intense for sure. We fought a big giant guy. We set fire to the town. Well,
Part of
Ryu sent fire to the town.
Yeah, we didn't really make a big thing of that.
Your job,
Yeah,
Your way
I
of
was
helping
really.
is setting fires. That's interesting.
Hey, it was create a barrier. I created a barrier. People saw the fire and ran in the direction they were supposed to. At least hopefully. We got arrow shot at the big giant guy. The big giant guy went down.
What was it, by the way? Like,
What was what?
do we even know what type of creature it would have been?
What kind? It looked like a
Well,
giant.
for the listener, what would it be?
like, for like what was it? Stats
No.
based off of?
No. Like,
What was it?
what was it?
It was a giant.
Just it was a giant, an actual giant?
Yeah, it's a
Gotcha.
giant.
Okay.
But it turned into goop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we
It's
killed the
goop.
giant with the help of the city guard, and
The Moonlit
essentially it
Sentinels.
turned into some like goop. Like it went from an organic compound material to
Goo.
which is interesting.
And the three of you guys are about to be talked to by the night captain.
Yeah, and so we left off with the night captain walking up
The
to
Moonlit Sentinel.
the-
He's the captain of the Moonlit Sentinels.
the captain of the Moonlight Sentinel. I appreciate what you just did there because that's a chavvy thing. And right now it's Harry, Soren, and Grig who are together. And then is it Ryu or Ryu? Ryu is kind of off to the side behind us, trying to cover his tracks with the fire. He kind
Yeah,
of started.
he's like killing it using magic.
So we'll pick up right there with the
So
with the captain.
right now, you guys just got finished again taking down this giant. The aftermath of this fight is
That's not
Just-
a good one.
yeah, it's not with chaos, and you just see just broken debris everywhere. Broken buildings are in the area. You see people crying. There's soldiers, the city guard, the Moonlit Sentinels. You see they kind of put in a row all the ones that have died. They are kind of doing some field medical field triage
Yeah.
type of thing going on right now. And as the three of you, Soren, Grieg, and Henry,
Harry.
Come on, man. Harry Ramhammer.
you guys are all sitting there right next to the goop as you see Roland Stormborn and Solara kind of walk up to you. And
Kind of subtly try to get behind these two. I kind of step back a little.
yeah, no problem. Just
Say
kinda
say you run into Jem at this point.
almost stepping on a cat with wings.
Just looks up at you and meows.
Stares at it.
Meow. he walks up to you and I safe to say you guys are all males.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gentlemen, I appreciate what you have done for my city. My name is Sir Roland Stormborn. I am the captain of the Moonlit Sentinels, and my friend here, Solara, has informed me on what you guys have of what she have seen during this conflict, and just touched on what you guys have done for these civilians.
It was nothing.
Always happy to help.
Appreciate it.
Where'd the other one go?
Yeah, me.
Anyways,
Are you talking about that one right over there, putting out the fires?
where's the other one?
The other one, what?
Isn't there 4 or 3?
Well, there's the 3
5.
of you, and then there's the gentleman over there putting out fires, which I appreciate.
So 3.
Sure. I'm not talking to you anymore.
I feel like that's gonna be a recurring theme.
Hey, do you guys just see Harry just counting each person around him on his fingers?
If you need medical attention, please go head over that way, and they can sort you out.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
So
1, 2,
I
4. Fuck. 1, 2.
you see, he just rolling, like put his hand in it over his eyes as he starts to rub his temples. As I say that with my hand over my face. I wanted to personally come over and thank you and get your statements on what happened. From my understanding, this thing just came out of nowhere. Do you have any idea of what's going on?
I'm not sure. I heard a loud explosion, and it was there wreaking havoc. Just killing, destroying, and figured it would be a good thing to fight.
Well, I appreciate that. That's kind of the what the reports that I'm getting currently is that this thing just popped out of nowhere. It's
Strange.
very strange.
More concerned about what it's doing now. Like, pointing at it, liquefying.
As he looks over, and he's starting to see it like liquefying the goop. And the expression on his face is just utter shock.
While everybody's kind of staring at it at this point, I want to take my axe and kind of put my axe in the goop and kind of like spread it around as everybody's watching.
Okay, give me a
Oh no.
D20 roll.
A D20. 12.
12. As you're like spreading around the goop with your axe, you have your axe in there, and as you bring it out, you see a little hand kind of not like peek out.
What? Like a
A dismembered.
the form of a hand
Not
of goop.
not the form of a hand. You see a little hand.
A little hand, like
Yeah.
an actual tiny little hand.
Yes.
That's depressing.
I frantically like try to find more body.
Give me a no. What's your passive strength? Probably at least like
18.
18. Okay, yeah. You pull out. You don't pull out. You grab onto the.
Whoa! I ain't reaching out and grabbing nothing.
No,
at
you
this
just
point.
say you're
with
grabbing
my
by-
axe.
Oh, with your axe.
I'm like
Okay, well, no,
scraping it on the ground and like splitting it apart.
Okay. As you are scraping it and putting it apart, you start to see an arm and part of a shoulder, and a tufts of hair that are kind of stuck to like the head of a.
Does it look like a child?
It looks like it could be. I mean,
You guys kind of see me start frantically. Hold on, little girl. Is it? I don't know if it's a girl or not.
yeah.
Hold on. And screw it. I reach out and I try to grab it.
yeah. As you go to grab it, and you hear this like sucking sound as it there was some resistance. it kind of just slides out onto the ground at your feet. You
This
see
can't be
you
good.
see you do see a child. It is a child.
He's a child.
And he has like really like kind of like shoulder length hair, or it looks to be of a boy. You just really don't know.
So how big is this pile of goop then?
It's-
For me to
it's-
imagine a
it's-
kid coming out of this thing.
It's pretty big. Well, it's a huge creature.
Yeah, sort of like by its foot or leg.
Yeah,
still,
so like how tall is the mound?
I would say the mound would fill this room.
What?
But 12 by 12.
Sure.
So huge.
It's huge.
mound.
It's a huge mound.
Gigantic mound of goo.
Of goo, yeah.
Okay, I don't care. I'm putting my hand in whatever I gotta do to get this kid out. Hold on, little boy. Oh. And I'm just like, now I'm looking around. Is somebody gonna help?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I start reaching, and I
See
just
what he pulled out. I tried to do a
I
medicine
dro- yeah.
check, like clear the airway and all that good stuff.
All right, give me a medicine check. Yeah, give me one. As Roland walks over, he like parts you guys, seeing what's going on.
9.
9.
Or is it 5 or 6?
He's like, "What are you doing? Like, get the child to that triage right now. They are trained professionals." And you see Solara like
10. Ooh,
10.
sorry, 11. It's plus 6 for 11.
Oh, 11. Oh,
Wow.
that changes things. Okay.
okay,
Sorry.
sorry.
Backtrack
My
a
bonuses
little
are-
bit.
At this point, Jem will just walk over and just touch the kid's forehead, and he's gonna deliver a spare the dying on the forehead of the kid, just in case.
Just in case. Okay. As you start to, how would you clear the airway of this child? How would you do that?
Trying to remember my first aid training. You get your head back and that's CPR. Put your fingers in there, try to scoop it out. Yeah,
Okay.
just check it. Yeah.
All right. You go to see if there's anything in the throat of the child. You find nothing, and what's really weird is you see this winged cat just walk up and kind of just put its head on its paw on the head of this child, and as it removes it, it's like now imprinted there to the paw. But you saw like a flash of energy that kind of washed over this child. As Solara runs up and she picks up the child and she kind of just dashes off to the triage.
No. Okay.
And you see, you Roland. He speaks up. He's like, "What the fuck is going on right now? We just had." Never mind. That's not important right now. But
No, what?
no, overnight we had a bunch of papers litter the ground. Overnight, our people had to clean them up, and this. I don't know what's happening at the moment.
Can I begin to check the goo for any other potential bodies?
Sure.
Yeah, that seems a good thing to
Give
do.
me an investigation.
as you guys come, like, Harry's pretty much got this kid out, and as you guys kind of like turn around, you realize Harry wasn't watching you guys trying to save this kid. Harry's like currently stripping down to his skibbies, and he wholly intends to go swimming.
In the goo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
5.
5. Yeah.
Investigation.
Yeah. Investigation.
Oh, that's much better. 17 on dice. So
Got a 3.
yeah. Oh, 0. So 17.
17. You. Well,
Oh, investigation.
there was
So
maybe.
18, sorry. Plus 1. Woohoo.
Is there any? I'll say you kind of pick up
We're
where
looking for any kind of distortions in it since it's like drooping. So
Right.
if there's anything solid in there, it should kind of distort it.
right as you're like looking and you're like putting your hands into it, kind of you've touched it already, so it's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
You kind of put your hand in there, and you're like not just looking, you're also feeling, and you just don't feel anything. You've out of the two of you, you went further, and you're not feeling anything. While this guy, you just see him just start to dive into the goo.
Move aside, and I push you as hard as I can. Not as hard as I can because that'd be pretty damn hard, but I push you out of the way, and I'm like bare skibbies at this point, like loincloth, and I'm just with my axe, and I'm like cleaving my way into it, like diving headfirst. Like I'm pushing myself through this thing.
Okay.
What do I do with 5? Just like,
You just
"Yep,
kind of
that's
put
goo."
you just put your hand in there for a second. You're like, this is disgusting.
If there's any more kids, I'm coming.
You watch him swan dive into the goo. It's very thick, but you can actually like slowly start to swim in this goo. It's
As I'm swimming, just the thought of pulling a child out and that there could possibly be more children, like it makes me rage. I'm filled with rage right now, and
Rage searching.
I'm just like as for mechanics. Every now and then, I'm just randomly swinging at something.
okay.
You know what I for the mechanic wise.
Yeah. You end up finding no other children while inside the goo.
Do I? Can I do an I don't maybe a wisdom for maybe just like I've searched every square inch I could possibly search.
You can give me a survival.
Good enough. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Yeah, like I said, there are no other kids that you're.
So I feel satisfied.
Yeah. You did everything you can to.
If anybody watching, they just see me like completely carve a new hole out of like the side of this entity. Just I didn't find any more.
You give me perception checks. Everyone, because you're now out of the goo. I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I am rolling hot.
At this point, is the fire out? Have I put the?
Yeah. Let's say you use.
I put it out 5 foot cubes at a time.
Oh yeah.
At this point, I'll just kind of walk over and just kind of look at the group and what they appear to be doing.
Okay. What did you get for your perception?
3.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Sorry, 4.
What'd you get?
Natural 1, bring me up to a 5.
Okay.
17.
17, and you got what again?
16.
16. Okay. You two, as everyone's talking, the Roland Stormborn's kind of he's in shock seeing you guys just haphazardly just walk into this unknown substance. There is a cry as you hear a woman, "Where's my baby? My son?" As where did he go? He was just right here. And you see the woman tiefling that you saved earlier, who was with her son.
Is the kid that I pulled out her son?
No. There. How could it be her son if you saved the son and the mother while there was a giant attack?
This thing popped out of nowhere. How the hell would I know?
Huh?
Was that kid pulled out human?
With your investigation, yeah, it appeared to be human.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
no
there
horn,
you go.
no tiefling
Yeah,
horns.
no
Yeah,
tiefling,
so-
yeah. But you see this woman frantically like asking, "Where's my son? Where's my son? Have you seen my boy?"
I told you to get to safety. Where was he? Let's go.
Well, she comes running up as she was trying to like tug on guards to get their attention, but every time that she would try to ask for her son, you would see some of these guards just kind of pay her no mind or just shrug her off entirely as they were like kind of like pushing her away. As once you say that, she comes running up to you. "He was right here. He was in the alleyway with me where you dropped us off, and then there was just so many people that for a second we got split up and I can't find him.
If there's any guards that are kind of like trying to restrain her, I just like.
No, not restrained, not restrained.
Well, you know how like she's trying to brush past him. If they were trying to reach out or something, I just stop you, ma'am. Show me where your kid was. Let's go back.
She brings you back to the alleyway where you dropped, where you had him like stay in safety, and we were right here, and we were huddling down, and then there was an influx of people, and we just got separated, and when that happened, he was just gone.
Miz, I have a question for you. Are you certain you saw your son before the giant appeared?
I can answer that.
Or after, I should say.
Well,
That's a good question, ma'am.
no, I have not seen my son since after the giant attack. No, my son is missing. My son is missing.
So he went missing, then the giant appeared?
No. The giant attacked, and in the chaos, he went missing. My son is missing.
Are you 100%?
Well, I don't see the kid. So yeah. Listen, man, we'll find him. And I get on all fours and I start sniffing the ground. I want her to do a perception check, please.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perfect.
Can I see if she's lying for...
Insight.
6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, give me an insight. 6. There's so much smoke and dust in the air that any sense of smell that you're trying to pick up is just being clogged by just that overwhelming wood-burning smoke smell and just the dust.
I don't smell him anywhere, ma'am. He's gone. With a poof, maybe.
8.
8. She appears to be telling the truth. All your for your knowledge.
How does the captain seem to be responding to her?
To what?
To her when she was coming up to Harry. What was the captain's response? Because he was still near us, right?
Right. Very concerned. He had a very concerned demeanor, air about him. As you guys are talking to her, he kind of like runs up behind you guys and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry this happened to your son. It's like the Moonlit Sentinels will do everything we can to find your kid. That's kind of what we do. Actually."
I stand up and I kind of lean in and sniff him a little bit. Did you take his kid?
Sir, I take offense to that. I would never, ever.
What are you fencing in?
I'm sorry, what?
You said you take offense to it. So what did you fence in?
It means that I'm upset at the words that you're saying right now.
That makes no sense.
Don't need it. This woman just lost her son.
I know, and I'm trying to find him, and I'm making sure that you're not the culprit.
I'm not the culprit.
That's exactly what the culprit would say.
Sir, can we be serious right now? This
is wholly serious.
This woman just lost
There's a
her
missing
son.
child, and you come running about a culprit.
I need you to do me a favor right now. Can you just stand over there against the wall? Put your hands behind your back.
Like when I was a
kid. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say.
Like mom and dad made me do when I was bad.
Exactly. You go in the corner. You are. I'm about to arrest you if you do not contain yourself.
Okay. I walk over to the corner.
All right. Now that the adults can talk, man, can you remember anything that during the disappearance of your son? Did anything strike out at you? And you see her thinking, and she has, she kind of like thinks back. in this frantic state, but she speaks up. She goes, there was this individual that had a weird air about him that just looked weird. But I paid him no mind as he was passing through. But I honestly have no idea if I don't know. But please, can you help me? And she's like, as she looks to the guards, it's like, no offense, but guards don't seem to like me. She turns to you, can you find my son? Please, I will pay you.
Can you please describe him for us?
Harry yells back, I like you!
He's about yay high, with red hair, or not red hair, with red skin. His horns are kind of like mine. They jut up. His name is Malachi. He was last wearing a green shirt with like brown pants.
I'm assuming that doesn't at all match what the kid in the goo was. Okay.
Not at all.
I think maybe we should head home and see if he's gone there first, and we'll keep looking.
Roland Stormborn speaks, so that's a good idea. I think you should do that, ma'am. If there's any questions or concerns, I will definitely get word to you as soon as possible. If you can just step over here, and I'll get your contact info and make sure we get everything squared away. We will find your son. But he turns to you guys. Where are you guys staying at? You guys don't seem like you don't look like you're from here. You don't look like you're from here. You kind of look familiar, but like, where are you guys staying at? You guys have a place where you are currently staying at?
I was just gonna find a tree to sleep in.
Look, this is what I can do for you. Go to the Radiance Rest in the Grand Bazaar. It's one of the nicer taverns in the Grand Bazaar. You just let them know that Roland Stormborn has sent you. They'll hook you up with a room for like 3 days. And they'll treat you right there.
It's very kind. Thank you.
You're welcome. But as you can see, we're dealing with a lot right now. Is there any way that I can commission you guys to look for this boy?
Seems like a reasonable request.
I'm up for the task. Great.
Yes, let us do this.
All right.
Harry, you have no choice. We're bringing you with.
Huh? Can I come out of the corner now?
Does he need a leash?
5 more minutes, sir.
Okay.
Is the mother gone at this point?
No, she's just off to the side.
Okay. When she leaves, Jem is gonna like follow her from like 150 feet-ish in the air.
Okay.
Like Jem is gonna keep an eye on her and know where she lives and just see if this story checks out as far as like everything goes.
Okay. No problem. Look, I got a lot of work I need to do, especially right now. Like I said, head over there, talk to the innkeeper. She's really nice. She's a nice person. Her name is let's go computer. Rosalind Hearthfire. She's the owner of the Radiance Rest, and she'll take care of you. Again, I appreciate it. I'll come by later today, if not tomorrow morning, and kind of get an update on what you guys have done on your search. And again, I appreciate it. I know this is kind of weird too for me, a captain, to ask you strangers for help, but you have this air of, I don't know, decency. You guys are, you did the right thing. I was told on what you guys did, and we need more of that in the Moonlit Sentinels for sure. And I'd appreciate this a lot, and I thank you.
It's good to know.
As he steps away, and you see him walk over to the mother, and you see him like kind of get like a piece of charcoal and some paper as he starts to start taking notes.
I haven't got introductions for any of you, and he's just gonna kind of hold out his hand. He's wearing like a black studded glove. Just kind of hold out his hand. Name's Ryu. Korin.
Gregory. You belong to Katsume, yes?
Sorry, Soren. I got my name wrong. Soren.
I was like, wait, I got this all wrong. Oh well.
It sounds like a cool name, honestly.
Yes, you're the first to actually recognize me. And at this point, like, he'll pull the cloak down, actually, and you'll just see, like, ears kind of flop up. White hair, just tufts of red at the edges. Not many know of us. We're rare. How do you know me? Or, well, my kind, specifically.
My kind is also rare, so.
That's fair enough. Birds of a feather.
Of a scale.
You know what? Fair enough. At this point, I'll just kind of like hold open the hand, and I'm gonna cast Druidcraft really fast.
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather look like for the next 24 hours, Zach?
24 hours?
24 hours.
As it stands right now, it's sunny, clear.
Even at night?
Okay.
Even at well,
Sunny at night.
it's
It's always sunny.
it's sunny. It is sunny currently, and it's gonna be a sunny but cloudy day tomorrow.
Slightly cloudy.
Slightly cloudy.
Okay.
I will say too, like as the dust is starting to settle, the smoke is starting to clear. You start to get wafts of like sea air. You get the salt in the air. You start to smell the ocean,
Okay.
and like especially since you're near the Grand Bazaar, there's that fresh fish smell is also permeating the air slightly. So you're getting that as well.
We should have at least the next 24 hours with no weather interference on any possible investigation. So that's a positive outlook.
Oh, question. So that slime, is it on our clothes and stuff? Is that continuing to decay? Or is that still all slimy
it's
and
still
bloody?
slimy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just if it's touching a main piece. Interesting.
Am I just covered in it? Fuck yes.
Did you get dressed again? You're like
No,
carrying your...
I'm still in my loincloth.
Okay.
You hear Roland look over, see you that you're still in the corner. Hey, you can get out of the corner. I'm not going to arrest you. Just behave yourself, and we'll be okay.
I was behaving.
Just get dressed.
At this time, you see him like finish up his conversation with the tiefling mother, and she starts to walk away, and
I'll kind of whistle and like move in like not obvious like motion to everyone, but these three probably catch it being so close, and you'll just see Jem like take off into the air, and like she's very obviously like tailing the mom.
Roland comes back over. Just so you guys have the information, the mother's name was Zara, with an X. And her son Malachi.
Good to know. Did you get a better physical description?
Of the boy, other
Yeah.
than he's just he has like a kind of a shoot. Now I'm losing my. Who did I give the shoulder length hair to? To the kid inside the goo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This kid actually has a like kind of like a bowl cut going on. His horns, like I said, shoot straight up. They're kind of like a brown. His eyes are kind of have this black with like a red dot, like that glowing dot for like an iris. Kind of type of thing, like they don't really have it, like, or not an iris, a pupil. They really don't have like a colored iris. It's just black with red. Red skin, sharp teeth. I mean, and the clothes that he was wearing, like I said, they were like a green shirt with a brown pants.
Can I see if I recognize this goo from any of my military experience?
Give me a history check.
Please. Oh, for fuck's sake. 7.
7.
5 again.
No, you don't recognize it.
Okay. I'll begin looking around the general area, just investigating, see where this kid might have gone.
Okay. The area where he was seemingly kidnapped.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, hello. Alright, please. Thank goodness. 23.
23.
Yeah.
You notice that there was a lot of foot traffic in this area. You can kind of see where the scuff marks of like, not the scuff marks. I'm sorry. What catches your eye is you see a little like a nail hanging out of a piece of a crate, and on that you see some green cloth on it, and at the end of that green cloth you see red.
Okay.
And it looks like blood.
I'd like to make them aware of what I found.
Okay.
Guys, come over here. Look at this.
Huh? What'd you find?
Seems to be some cloth and blood from where the boy was possibly kidnapped.
Do I recognize the cloth as what he was wearing?
Yeah, it's the same shade.
You just see Harry's eyes light up. That's him. Well, part of him.
Something must have happened. If there's blood here with this little cloth, that's concerning.
Is there more blood on the ground anywhere? I want to then search the ground for blood. Droplets or path of droplets, maybe.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Is there a way I can do an investigation check with him?
Sure.
Okay.
21.
21, okay.
12.
12. You,
It gets dinner time.
with your investigation check, or not your perception check, as you're scanning this alleyway on where the kid was taken from, you're walking up and down, you're looking at the walls, the ground, you're looking for any sign of blood, and you currently don't see any. Now the blood that was on the cloth of the piece of shirt, it's not significant. It's not a lot. There is some there, but there's not a lot. So, and with your investigation that you rolled, Ryan, you currently are not seeing anything.
Interesting.
Did Roland already leave?
No, he's still in the
Okay.
area.
Ask if he got a description of the... Oh, actually tell Ryu to ask.
With him?
Ryu, ask if he got a description of guy that supposedly the woman saw?
Oh, you know, it's a good question. I'll go over to Roland again. Did you actually get a description of the person that she saw that looks suspicious?
The only thing that she was able to remember, other than the guy wearing some generic, like dark clothing, was that she remember seeing a like neck tattoo, kind of sticking out, and all she was able to make out was like a couple of spikes coming out, but that was about it. It was pretty much covered.
I'll relay that information to the group. Doesn't seem she has much help in that, unfortunately. Just a partial spike tattoo on the neck.
We're gonna definitely get some flyers out and see if anyone has seen anything. This is concerning because this is not the first kidnapping. There's been a string of kidnappings happening for a while now, and
That's actually more concerning. Do you have a base of operations where we can get files on those kidnappings?
I mean, if you want to come down to my office, you can definitely do that. That's no problem.
So this is gonna sound odd. If I send a cat there later, can you give it papers? You saw her earlier. I think we should set up with the little information we have, get our room set up, go from there. What does everybody think?
It's a good idea.
Indeed.
Do you mind?
So my that's fine, but my only thing is how is a cat gonna carry all these papers?
It flies.
All right, yeah, sure.
It'll have a bag.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
I'm not I want like descriptions on the suspects. I mean this in the nicest way, but I don't think papers on the victims will help very much as far as like establishing a pattern. I need to know who we're looking for, not what happened to these other individuals currently. Establishing a person might be the best, at least at the beginning. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you guys can correct me in that, but
No, I think we need to focus on who we're looking for, not trying to match a pattern. We don't need to really worry about who might be next as of right now.
fair.
What did Harry get for his search of blood?
He didn't find anything.
Okay.
It was a small amount of blood on the on the piece of clothing. No additional blood was found. All right then. Well, we'll be off to the inn then. We'll get our rooms. We'll get situated. You said you were coming by in the morning.
Yeah, either later today or tomorrow morning. But most likely tomorrow morning. He looks around. He's like, it's definitely gonna be tomorrow morning. It could even be around noontime, honestly.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you said the inn was in what direction?
He points the opposite direction where in the direction that the giant was walking. He goes, it's inside the Grand Bazaar over there that way. You're looking for the Radiance Rest. If you just it's gonna be third row in, kind of fourth establishment out. There's a sign that says Radiance Rest right there.
Gotcha. All right.
It's a inn/tavern type of thing. You can get food and whatnot.
Perfect.
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate the help.
As he walks away, you see him start to talk to some of the guards, especially some of the guards that were being standoffish when this mother was asking for help. Started to see him like kind of reprimand the guy.
Okay.
You start to hear him say, "It's like, I understand that you you're doing your job, but it's like you could have been polite about saying no, hold on, stuff like that. What are you guys doing?
We'll head to the inn.
Yeah, head to
Yep.
the inn to start.
It doesn't take you long to get to the inn. I'll probably say like the next 15 minutes, 20-minute walk, depending on how fast you're walking, especially if this is your first time. I'd even say it'd probably take you 30 minutes because there's a lot of sights and smells to see around. As you're walking through the Grand Bazaar, you maybe some notable shops, especially for my magic users. You see the Mystic Emporium. It says the Mystic Emporium, where underneath it the tagline says "Where magic meets magnificence." You see another shop called the Curious Contraptions. You get, for those who like to smell good, there's their perfume parlor. Those that are into herbal, like home remedies kind of thing, the apothecary, it's called the Whispering Root Apothecary. So if you're ever in need of anything from there, you can hear the shield, you can hear the anvil at the Shield and Blade Armory, where you can hear people banging away. And as you pass the Enchanted Menagerie, you start to hear like barking and other animal noises coming from that location. And it doesn't take you long after that, after seeing some of those locations, you come to the Radiance Rest, an inn. With in front of it is you see, it has like a golden sun within the name. And has a very nice, welcoming door. The windows are clean. The door looks clean. Everything about this establishment is just hands down, top to bottom clean. The outside is like immaculate. When you look to the other side, like to the other establishments nearby, this one looks brand new.
Interesting.
And as you walk in, you see an elf woman standing kind of like behind a bar. Well, not behind a bar, but in a kitchen with a giant window, and you can see her kind of working, and she kind of pops her head up, and she goes, "I'll be right there. Give me 1 second." And as you look around, you see 13 tables kind of mapped out in a weird pattern with like 13 pillars. And each table has like 4 chairs, There's also an actual bar where if you wanted to kind of get up, and there's like stools, and there's 13 stools. And then you see a staircase off in the corner of the right corner leading up as she comes out through the swinging door from the kitchen. She's wearing like a white apron. There's like a kind of flour dust kind of like on her brow and on her apron and stuff like that, and on across her hands. As she comes out, she's like, "Welcome to the Radiance Rest. How can I help you today?"
We're here. We were told that we can get 3 nights of rest here from, I can't remember his name.
Roland.
Roland Stillborn.
Oh, Roland sent you. Yeah, okay. No problem. Let me get you them keys. As she starts, she like kind of sticks her hand underneath where she's currently at, her little bar area, and comes out. Now, are you guys staying together, or are you guys staying in separate rooms?
I think 2 rooms should suffice.
Perfect. And she brings up 2 keys. One says 5, the other one says 6 on it. Room 5, room 6. As she pushes the keys towards you guys.
Can I have a room for myself with the double bed? Well, 2 beds. I'm pretty big.
That's why I gave you. That's why I gave you the rooms with the 2 big beds.
How
Or
big
with
is your
big
bed?
beds. Well, they're kind of. They could fit you. Trust me.
Are you sure they could fit me? Because if they don't fit me and I have to come downstairs and complain to the manager,
I'm the owner, honey.
then if I have to come downstairs and complain to the owner, then I'll do that.
You could do that to your heart until you're blue in the face. That's okay.
Really?
If you want to complain to me until you're blue in the face, that's fine.
This establishment is great.
The food. If you're ever hungry, just let me know. I have a morning menu and a night menu.
Food?
Yeah.
I'll take all of it.
You want food?
All of it.
All
He's
that
a
I
lot.
have?
Yes?
How much gold do you got?
How much food do you have?
Enough to feed this establishment for the next couple of weeks.
I think that would do, actually. And then you see, like, this huge giant Goliath, like, take out the smallest little coin purse and pull out some coin.
Now how much food you got? Or how much money you got?
I want
Hold on,
this much.
let me pull out I actually have a menu. Let me just find it.
I want one of all. One of everything, please.
So we have like appetizers in our main course.
Yes.
You're looking around like 500 gold. For all the food that I can. And that's just selling at cost too, by the way. And then there's on top of that,
Does a pretty face get a discount?
can I see a pretty face?
Your eyes are open, right?
Yeah, but I still.
Then
don't
you can see.
I don't
Of
see
course.
no pretty face here.
You're not the
Where?
sharpest tool in the shed, are you?
What shed?
Here,
Never
I thought you
mind.
did. Wait. You said you live here?
No, I don't live here.
So you don't have a shed.
I don't have a shed.
Got it. Anyways, I want one of everything, please.
just one of everything.
Whatever this will buy, and I give her like 5 gold.
That's just gonna get you like an app and one main course. Honestly,
Okay, double it.
I need more money.
Here's 5 more.
Okay.
1, 2,
Are you a fan of
4, 6. Here's 6, and I hand you 4.
I need one more.
1,
That's it right there. Thank you.
1. Yes.
You okay. Do you want that delivered to the room? I could.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right. You guys will be staying, or he's going to be staying in room 5. I'll take 6, and who's bedding with who?
I get my own room, and you lot can share a room. I need 2 beds.
I'm finding the floor and the shower.
There it is. 2 beds and a floor.
We'll make it work. If we're getting food delivered to his room,
Whoa. I had food delivered to my room.
you do what you want.
Did you pay yours?
Not yet.
I suggest you pay the main.
I'll deal with this later. Let's just go to the room and get things a little more established.
Key, please. And I put my hand out.
I'll slide the key that's on the countertop to him.
And like a little child, I run up to the room. Woohoo! Hee hee hee!
Come. Just lumbering
So, ma'am, do you have any cleaning services next to the goo and all over everyone?
I do a cleaning service. I do.
We have to hose off the jolly one up there.
Typically, it's within your. It's within the price of renting the room. But since you guys are having the room Hi, Roland. Just put your. There's a hamper up there, and there's a wicker basket. Just put your clothes in the wicker basket and just leave it outside your door, and then I will come by and take your clothes or whatever needs to be cleaned, and I'll clean it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to leave a gold piece as I walk up towards the room. Towards Ramhammer's room. And,
I'll do the same.
Wait, you're going up towards his room, or are you giving her a gold piece?
Giving her a gold piece.
Damn, she's making it rain today. All right.
So as I'm walking up, so what are you two specialize in typically?
I'm ex-military. I specialize in combat warfare and surviving.
Perfect. That's going to be useful here. And I don't mean if I come off sarcastic, that's just my tone of voice. It actually will be useful here.
Understood.
What about you?
Helping those in need of justice.
Got it. Interesting, but understand kind of. I'm a practitioner of the arcane myself. Magic in general is kind of my forte. That being said, I'm kind of out of my depths here. I'm going to be helpful in other ways, but this isn't my forte, so I'll be leaning on you guys heavily, providing backup when I can. What do you think he's good at? And I'll just kind of look up towards the direction of the room.
Ooh, killing. So far we know.
Fair enough.
Being very intense.
Yeah, I noticed. Think it's going to be a problem?
Nothing I can foresee.
As you guys are having this little conversation, you just hear what sounds like furniture scraping on the floor above you.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm in that maybe boat as well. At this point, I'll just knock on his door.
Yes?
We've come to strategize to find the kid. Do you want to open the door?
Sure. I open the door and you just see the room's been rearranged and the beds have been moved to put together.
Now, are these like, how big are these beds? Are these like California Kings that he's moved two of them next to each other?
No, they're not that big. I would say that they are definitely kings for sure. Not California kings, but just normal king size. What was that? 8 foot by 8 foot?
7.
No.
7 by 7?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's they're big beds. They weren't the tiny beds.
And I'll kind of look at Ramhammer. You could sleep across one of those diagonally and be just fine by yourself. You know that, right? If
Yes.
you'd like, I can do the math. I don't think you'll understand it, but I could definitely do it.
What type of creature are you? What race are you?
Elf. I'm 5'2".
5'2"?
Yeah.
You heard the little guy. He said he'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You guys can do what you want. I'm just saying it's unique of you to need two of that size.
I jump onto the bed and do like a twirl in the air, and I'm still in my loincloth. Then you get like a flash, and then I do a pose. I go, my bed now.
I just cast Minor Illusion, and there's just a brick wall there.
Hey, that's not nice. Let me out.
Are you going to be good?
What's good?
Are you going to take a bath?
Philosophical for him.
Are you gonna take a bath? Cause you smell dingy and kind of sooty.
I do smell like soot. I will take one later, but you need to
You're
take
kind
one
of
now.
lucky, little guy, cause I thought you were trying to set the city on fire. And I was gonna take you out too.
No, I was creating a barrier.
Oh yeah. Now let me out.
Are you going to
How do
take
you
a
hear me
bath?
so good? How do I hear you so good?
At this point, I'm just gonna make the illusion just go down like halfway.
Nah, you better. You're lucky there's a wall between us, little guy. I could barely see you.
Yeah. So, what do you know about the kid?
I know that I saved them and then told the mom to keep him safe, and now he's gone.
That's fair. We know that he disappeared during a rampage, essentially. We
Well,
realize
duh.
we have a small. At this point, the wall goes back up.
I can still hear you.
Yeah, but I don't have to see you.
Wait,
That'll
how do
help.
you still hear me so well? How do I? God, this is crazy.
It's magic.
It's a great excuse. Thank you.
Magic. I
What
try
do
to
you-
touch the wall.
Your hand goes right
Okay.
through the wall.
Is it an intelligence check?
I
Is
mean,
that not the
if he
one's
touches it, it
strong
won't.
enough for that?
It
Okay.
won't matter.
My hand is gone. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Put it back through. It's gone again. Oh, there it is.
Well, that was entertaining for 5 seconds. I don't just make it disappear at this point. Okay, so the kid is gone. We don't know why. He disappeared during the attack, so it's likely he's not the only one missing, in my opinion.
Well,
Due
yeah,
to-
the air is eating kids. It's clear.
The air is clear, yeah.
Oh boy.
Wait. That was the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Oh boy.
You didn't go to school, did you?
Hey, Mr. Smarty Pants. That was good. I went to school for champions, and I just start like flexing for you and showing off my medals that I won. And then you do actually see that I'm like adorned with tons of medals.
Proven warrior, I see.
Yeah, you could say that, but not so much warrior.
What do you call it?
Champion of stuff. Like
Alright.
running and jumping and javelins sometimes,
Okay.
but not so much no more.
Anyway.
There's a whole level to that I need to understand, but okay. How big is this city? Anybody from here?
First time here.
I'm from here.
How big is this city? Like,
It is massive.
that's what I got the impression of, unfortunately. The chances of finding this kid are slimmer with a big city.
By randomly walking around, yes.
Yeah. Does anybody have any ways to detect creatures, locate anybody? Is that a skill any of you possess?
No.
Usually I just try to get a whiff of them and then I find them.
Okay.
It works sometimes.
Are you part dog?
No.
Okay.
Wait, are there other ways to find people?
Yes. Their intellect.
Huh?
Detection. Magic.
Interact. Erect.
Close.
I'm erect too now.
Don't go.
Oh,
So
boy.
Anyway. So what do we know so far? Someone with a neck tattoo possibly grabbed them, brushed them against the nail.
Did it silently enough for the
But
mother
no
not
one-
to detect.
Well, there was a crowd passing through. No one else noticed either, I would assume.
Well, in that much chaos, it's hard to notice anything but what you're already focused on.
Just
They couldn't have gone far carrying a screaming child past
Well,
the initial panic zone.
Everyone was screaming, so.
Well, past the panic zone.
Oh, past the panic zone.
It's fair. Probably a couple block radius then.
Wagon or house there somewhere.
Potentially. Ramhammer, how good are you at smelling? Like, is it common that you find your quarry
Sometimes. Not really.
ever?
I mean, there was that one time.
Okay, so never. Got it. I appreciate the
Sometimes I use my eyes.
Are you good with your eyes?
I see you.
It's like talking to a 4-year-old.
Playing lately. What time is it?
Right now
Yeah.
in the game,
Yeah.
I would say it's probably around like 2 o'clock.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Have an idea if you are all okay with it. Since I have exceedingly good night vision, I can take sleep a little bit now, and then once it gets pitch black outside, I can go out and see what I can find and see while others can't see me. Investigate without being seen.
It's fair, but
Need somewhere to investigate.
True.
I think it's all working together to find something will be a little bit better.
Okay.
I like the idea though. It'll help, and potentially I will join you in that. In a different way though.
All right.
Has Jem gotten to the mother's house yet? Like, is there anything to report on?
So how does the familiar, how does that work?
Within 100 feet, they can telepathically communicate with me, which I'm assuming that we're outside of that. But it's within, I think, 1,000 feet. I can take over their senses. She would have gone to the house, nothing to report. She would have found me. That was the task given to her.
Follow her to her house and then
report back if she did anything suspicious.
right. You
If she hasn't gotten to the house yet. it is
yeah,
what it
I would
is.
say she hasn't gotten to the house yet.
Okay.
Because those who've lived here know that the Grand Bazaar can be a hassle to make that trek all the time, especially in this massive city. So it becomes like a family affair kind of thing, to where every once in a while they'll go out, grab what they need, and then they'll go home, and then they won't go back to the Grand Bazaar for like another month or something like that, unless they're able to find like a local, like when I say local, I mean like a corner store that has the proper permits, so that they can actually buy and sell like groceries and stuff like that, or other meats and stuff. But that's there. It's, I don't want to say it's not common, but it's pretty uncommon for that to happen. Usually people just kind of, the Grand Bazaar is the place to buy things.
Okay.
You can almost buy anything in the Grand Bazaar.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we got our room.
How common are wagons, or you rent wagons or carriages?
You can so beasts of burden are, unless you have the proper permits, are against the law. But people have wagons. There are those who've lived here long enough know that there are actually like magical trolleys
Oh, okay.
that use runes. A lot of this place is magically enhanced in some type of way. They're, like I said, this city is very advanced for the day and age where it's placed.
Okay.
They have working sewers. They have magical trolleys that run off of like runes.
Like privately owned ones are pretty rare then. So privately owned wagons or
Wagons?
carriages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Are you saying are they rare? The wagons?
Yeah,
Yes, wagons. I would say wagons are kind of rare because there's other ways to get around too. You know, like backpacks
I'm
and
thinking
stuff
that
like
if they
that.
abducted the child, could they have gotten to like a privately owned wagon? Would that be suspicious?
It could be. I would say it is rare to own,
Okay,
to own a
like
wagon.
looking for.
The more on the city, like at night, the lights, there are actual like light poles that are illuminate at night. What else can I tell you about Rayleigh while we're kind of on the topic of it? Since you're from here, I sent the laws. If you guys want to take a look at the laws in the Discord. Since you're from here, you would actually have a bank account. So what's really cool about the bank account here, it's a mini bag of holding. It's a coin purse, a bag like of holding, right?
No.
But it's not like a bag of holding. It's only for coins. If you put anything else in there, you get fined, and then you also like lose that item. But you can kind of
Where do you put the laws?
in the Discord.
I see the menu, but
Oh, I didn't put the laws. I'll put the laws in right now. Sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, you.
So if you want to add that,
the menu's making me hungry.
Yeah, for real.
Agreed.
here are the main ones.
Garlic prawns sound good.
As you guys are also talking to, you see the owner of the establishment. She comes up with a tray with 2 entrees, which one of them is one's beef stew, the other one is the stuffed bell peppers, and then instead of 2 appetizers, she brought in an appetizer. One is the spinach feta salad, and the other one is the creme brulee. And she brings it over to your room, which is currently open, and you see her kind of like
Oh, I smell it.
hands over the food to you.
Yeah, I chomp it down.
What was your question again? I'm sorry. I just totally forgot what we were doing right now. What was the question?
About the
Wagons.
rarity of wagons, if they did have a wagon waiting there to abduct someone, would that be really suspicious? Or if
I mean,
a common thoroughfare?
no, it's not common. It is pretty rare.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's worth checking out the site again. Now we've rested some.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can we call this a short rest, Zach, while he eats? Is
Sure.
that potentially possible?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess we can get some food too. So.
Yeah, you guys just see Harry's almost already smashed it all. All of it.
Do you have bread? Just bread.
I can definitely make some bread. Yes. Do I have some available? Yeah, I do.
How much?
2 copper.
Okay, that and ale, please.
Sure. That's a total so far of 1 silver piece.
Okay.
Kind of look at what Harry was eating with the stuffed bell peppers. Can I just get a order of those, and I'll kind of point at him as like he just ingests the whole bell pepper in like one gulp. Let me get an order of that, please, and I'll take. Can you just deliver me a cup? I just need a cup.
Sure thing. That's going to
grilled salmon.
So you want to grill some grilled salmon? Is this separate checks or together?
We'll keep it separate for now.
Okay. Just because, and she like looks over at Harry. He's like, just to kind of keep things simple, just give me a gold apiece. And wait, I'm sorry. Did you want? Because I don't remember what I charged. I think it was like 5 gold he gave me
Yeah, it was 10 gold for
him.
For him.
Yeah.
For the menu.
What did you want? Anything else? Just the entree?
Just the entree for me.
Okay, yeah, 1 gold piece, and I'll get you your cup and your food, and a gold for you for the grilled salmon
Okay.
And 1 silver for bread and ale.
and bread and ale. I'll be right back with
Thank
that.
you.
And as you guys are kind of just waiting, doesn't take long. As she just so happened to be making some of the stuff that you were like asking for, or it has already prepared it some in advance, and she comes back up like not 5 minutes later with fresh ale, some bread, both of your meals as she hands them to you, and she like nods her head and thank you, walks away.
Thank you.
I'll just sit on the ground and kind of like just I'll cast elementalism and fill my cup with water and just drink that.
That's nifty. I'll just eat and drink.
So we're gonna double check the area, see if there's any wagons, any trails of any wagons recently departed. Do we have any other
Potentially
potential
sewer
leads?
entrances.
That is very good point.
Unsecured buildings.
Anything? Is there any? How do I put this? How defensive is this city versus? Do I know all the laws, Zach? Before I ask this question.
Well, you would have before coming in. Yeah, I would say you know all the laws.
Okay. I may need to stop by the Arcane Council as well and get a permit for being able to help advance this. I don't know how difficult that is or isn't. Maybe you can help me understand the difficulty of that. I'm assuming I probably have to register with somebody. But once I have that, I'll be a little bit more mobile and useful. Assuming that means all magic, cantrips included.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeez. All right.
Very heavily regulated city. Ooh.
They got to keep the peace, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, Zach. Just so we're clear, I'm just ouch. That's all.
How over the top would someone need to be a beast of burden?
Are you asking me as the DM? Or like who are you talking to?
I don't know.
If we got a wagon and Ramhammer pulled it, is he considered a beast of burden?
So a beast of burden would be like horse, donkey, cow.
Can I have a horse in the city? Or just
I think like the biggest that you'd probably get away with is probably be like a dog.
dang. All right.
And I'm not like a Great Dane's too big.
All right.
Oh,
know what I mean?
jeez. Okay. All right. Well, let's get our food and then head back out there. Get our private detective on.
And that's what we're gonna call it for this episode.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, we are the Dice Tell a Story, and we'd like to thank Sirenscape for the sounds that you hear, Audacity, you, the listeners. So, yeah, you can find us on Podbean at the Dice Tell a Story, Twitter, Dice Tell a Story, no the for Twitter, YouTube, the Dice Tell a Story, Twitch, the Dice Tell a Story, and Spotify, the Dice Tell a Story. So you can listen to us in all those places and try to get these ones uploaded pretty quickly. I know I have a whole slew of other ones ready to go. But yeah, give us a follow, and if you liked it, we appreciate it. GG's.
Thank you.
GG.
Bye.
Hell yeah, boys.
Awesome.
Haven't played Clue in a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
That was a great session.
Agreed. Just for Ryan's knowledge, how difficult is a license typically to get?
Just gotta fill out the proper paperwork.
Gotcha.
Pay the right bribes.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Fill out the right paperwork. Pay the right bribes.
Don't even ask, bro.
I thought it was empty.
Yeah, don't even ask.
Nice.
Is this water?
Yeah, just one.
What's the?
Would I already have that license or no?
No.
Figured not, but
What's the episode?
A mother in need.
a
Or, I don't know.
I like a mother in need personally. I think it fits perfectly for the episode.
All right, Twitchers, livers, whoever's there, catch you next time. I think the next game will be Esper Genesis, maybe next week, and then you're out next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 weeks from now.
LVO.
2 weeks from now, probably, most likely 2 weeks from now, Esper Genesis, and then 3 weeks from now or 4 weeks, whenever the first Sunday is, we'll be back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Whoop, whoop.